can't do that because now you rolling over crumbs, getting pricked and stuff by chips, and like, the energy just be funked. It just be funked up. You need to leave. You need to leave. But then it won't be like, wow, she's reading a PowerPoint, And now I feel a certain type of way. So let me get away. Okay, we up close personal today. Hold on, let me scoot down just a t-tad. I am here to be a resource. Here to be a resource. Greetings. Ayan Fifi. Today we are talking about keeping your sanity. How to hold on to your sanity and keep your peace, specifically in your communities, whether it's a new community, existing communities, new relationships, old relationships, familial, romantic, platonic, whatever it may be. Learning how to keep your sanity and things that you should just consider when you are interacting with other people and places and environments, such as even in your workplace, okay? Because, the energy just be funked. It just be funked up, and you can't have that. So I want to highlight some things that you can and you just cannot do. Things that you just can and cannot do. So a couple of cans for the gardeners up there. For the gardeners, you can't garden with everybody. You can't share your fruits of the labor with everybody. You can't share your herbs with everybody, and that goes down to the guard, the leaf that you use to wrap things up, all that stuff. I don't know how sensitive YouTube is to these things, but I know on the TikToks and the Instagrams, it seems as if it has to be, we got to use code, Morse code. But you can't garden with everybody. Do you know how much energy goes into the process of rolling up something that you're looking to receive? Your lungs are going to be receiving this. Your energy, your aura is going to be receiving this. Your mind is affected. Your brain is affected by what you're doing. You're doing it to relax. You're doing it to be creative. You're doing it to feel less stress, like whatever the case is for you. And there's different reasons for everybody. And there's also, one person has multiple reasons for gardening. And that's cool. But that's why you can't share with everybody, because there's an energy transfer that goes into licking, salivating, putting water, dampening your preferred method of gardening. And even if you're using a glass type of product, like people lips all on it, there's just even a little bit of saliva is going to touch it, so you just can't share that with everybody. And I'll give you a prime example. I was gardening with someone, and mind you, I don't even garden like that. It's very sporadic, and this year I had a brief period of doing it for a month, and that wasn't even every day for that month. Simply, I just noticed a change in my energy. I started, because that person was depressed and stressed and going through it, baby, I started to feel ooh, I'm feeling real lethargic. I was actually pretty good prior to me engaging in this with you. And now I feel a certain type of way. So let me get away. Let me remove that from my life, because one, I let it go for a reason. And also, if I'm going to bring it back, it's in moderation. And also, it's going to be from my own energy, or somebody's energy that I trust to do that process and to share that very sacred thing with, because it can be very sacred, and it should be, it should be very intentional as well. So keep that in mind. You can't do that with everybody. You can't do that. And you also can't sleep in everybody's bed. I don't care if it's your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your homegirl, your homeboy. You just can't do that. Because sleep is also a very sacred thing too. Rest is very sacred, and you should honor it and treat it as such. When we're in everybody don't dream, for one. Also in our dream state, we're experiencing different things. And if you're that close to somebody and or sharing a bed that they recently slept in, or sleeping often, the sheets ain't been changed, nothing like that, then you are affecting the quality of your sleep. And that is a time when you should be resting, not being tortured through these terrible dreams or these things that you typically wouldn't dream about. Or even, again, if you don't dream, then you shouldn't be waking up feeling dang, I'm really tired, but I got my normal quality amount of sleep. I'm used to my 6 to 8 hours, and that does me good. I wake up refreshed and I call it a day. But now I'm feeling funny. So you can't sleep in everybody's bed, because also some people eat in their bed. I do sometimes, and they don't be wiping the crumbs out the way. It's just, you just can't trust it. You just can't do that, because now you rolling over crumbs, getting pricked and stuff by chips, and no, thank you. So yeah, and again, everybody don't change their sheets as often as they need to, nor their pillows, nor the pillowcases. So here you are breaking out, and you don't even get breakouts because this person got some old ass pillows and pillowcases. And so all that goes as well with like being in anyone's space. Like people's houses don't be cleansed, they don't be cleaning, and just overall their energy is in that home. Like that's their home. It's their home for a reason. They pay rent there for a reason. They stay there for a reason. So whatever they're dealing with, it's in that home. And if that's not what if what they encompass and what they're about and how they're feeling on a day to day and month to month, season to season isn't something that's going to keep you uplifted, elevated, and in whatever spheres that you need to be in, whatever mood and mind state that you need to be in and mindset, then you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. Okay? Another one, you can't listen to everybody's rant. You can't listen to everybody's stories for the day. Like, oh, let me call my homegirl, let me call my homeboy, and now y'all on the phone for hours upon hours or minutes upon minutes too long, and all you was doing was listening to them, letting them pour their junk onto you. Babe, go get a therapist. Like, yes, it's okay to call your homegirl, your sister, whomever, like whoever your confidant is about things that have stressed you out in the day or for that week or whatever. But for one, like you have to know that person enough to be like, okay, do you have the capacity to receive that? Do you know that typically those stories are going to like bog you down? Okay, you need to create some boundaries and some parameters around that. Like whether that's like, hey girl, I got 5 minutes and that's all I got right now. Or hey, can we table this for maybe dinner tonight? Like I would love to cook you a loving meal, or we can go out to our favorite place and do that. And that way, you're able to share some nourishment and share some time where like y'all both can get something that you need. And also you've created a boundary of like, this is the time that's good for me, that I can like be there for you. Because sometimes people be calling you out the blue and then you just over here answering out the blue. Like, weren't you just working on something that you like need to finish soon? I tried looking for a pop mic and I ain't find one. I gotta look a little bit harder, but bye, hello.
Hope you have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
All right, you can't sleep in everyone's bed. You can't do that. And you can't be in everyone's space. You can't be in everyone's home, their office, whatever. Office is chill, but, they probably got a certain feng shui. I had asked it them, and then they said yes. And we're not listening to all the long rants about work and that girl at the job who doing this and that, and that guy who been trying to mess with you, and then your manager, and then this random person that you saw at the grocery store. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are honoring people's time, their energy, and their desire to hear something better. Like, share some wins. Like, let's give it a sandwich, good thing, bad thing, good thing, that type of thing. So there's that. We also we can't eat everybody's food. We cannot eat everybody's food. You already know that. Everybody don't even make potato salad the same, spaghetti the same, salad the same, oatmeal grits. Like there's a lot of things that people don't make the same. And also they not putting that energy in it. They don't have that energy that you got. And you may not even have that energy, baby. But that's because you're probably eating too many people's food. You're eating fast food. You're eating at the restaurant every night. You don't know what chef was in there. You don't know what line cook was back there just sweating all up in that damn shit. You just don't know. So you have to invest more time, create more time to create your own meals for at least one meal a day. Even if that's you cutting up a piece of fruit. And that's something I'll talk about like a little bit later, which is in 2 seconds. But even if it's cutting up your own food, preparing your own tea, it needs to be more than that. It needs something with a little bit more substance, a little bit more sustenance for you to nourish yourself in creating a meal with your own energy. But make sure you check your own energy as you're preparing your food, whether that's a bowl of cereal, some oatmeal, a salad, a full course meal, whatever it is. I need you to really be intentional about each step and be really present with it, because it's a beautiful process, especially when you are present with it. Like just dicing it up, making it the size that you want, adding the seasoning that you like, adding the sauces that you like, putting putting the right amount of prep time into it so that you don't have well done food when it's supposed to be a certain, temperature. And also maybe accidentally undercooking it because you're used to making things well done, and now you're able to see like, oh, you know what, actually I didn't cook that as long as I usually do, but I kind of like the crunch of my vegetables this time. I kind of like the softness of my salmon. I like the juiciness of my steak because you gave it just a little bit less time. Give it a little bit less time, baby. Give it a little bit less time and put that love into that meal, and make sure if you're eating someone else's meal that they're in a good state, they're in a positive state while they're preparing it. You just know like, oh, I can trust them with that. And also that they wash their hands throughout the process, before, after, during, because people be licking their fingers or coming straight from the bathroom, not washing their hands, and then deciding to cook. Like, it's just so many things you just don't know, and you have to be conscious of that. You have to be conscientious. How you say that word? Conscientious. I don't know how to say that other one. But you have to be conscious of it. And so, you can't eat everybody's food. Yes. So, so consider those things for sure. There's that. So, but you know what you can do to offset all that, to reset everything, to get back in the clear, get back into your energy space. For one, ask yourself, what do you need? Do your daily check-ins, do your weekly check-ins, pray in the morning, meditate in the morning, whatever it is. Like, start with some form of meditation, whether that's like while you brush your teeth or while you make your morning tea or while you get dressed. Like, create a form of intentionality that's going to allow you to check in with your heart, your mind and your energy. Like, what do I need right now? How can I just be a little bit more present so that my day goes a lot more smoother and feels and is filled with more positivity, more peace, and more ease? Because you deserve that. You need that. Everybody does. No matter how stressful or not stressful your job is or the work that you do is, you deserve to experience the day with ease and peace and be able to move through moments that are more challenging than others with like, okay, I got this. Like, this was a lot, and I'm going to take me a moment to like process the things, but I'm going to keep it pushing, or I can keep it pushing, because like I was present with that moment of me feeling like, whoa, chaotic, disruption, disassociation, disappointment, and being able to push past that, move through it with intention, move through it with presence rather, and then decide like, okay, we're gonna go forward with this mindset, with this energy, So doing that first, doing those check-ins, drinking your chlorophyll water, because we are doing that. We are staying hydrated for one, and we're drinking the chlorophyll too, so we can constantly detox the body, Eat some fresh fruits. Get something that's real and fresh and made fresh that day, whether that's from like your local grocer or like a mom and pop shop, or like a food truck, because that's got to be fresh, or on the fresher side at least. Just something that's fresher. Again, not the fast food, not the stuff that you just don't really know where it comes from. And like I said earlier, bonus points if you cut that fruit yourself, because the grocery store, that stuff just be sitting in there. And yes, it's good sometimes, but you don't know what that preparer's hands was. If he accidentally dropped that fruit and was like, I'm just drop that back in there real quick, like, you just don't know. So bonus points if you cut your fruit yourself. Not saying you can't get it from the grocery store, just saying, And so there's that. And then, go sit in the sun. Get some vitamin D. Take your vitamin D. Take your supplements. Hum, pray, sing. Talk to someone who what's going to like make you feel good, and give them some good energy back too. And make sure you wear your sunscreen. I didn't put on any sunscreen today, so there's that. But reset with the sun, hun bun. Oh, I thought this thing cut off again. But that's it. So those are some things that you can and can't do in order to keep your sanity. We want you to keep your sanity, keep your peace, honor your joy, all that. Be well.